the transition into co-parenting been, and where are you guys now, right now?
Oh, it's been super tough, and it still is super tough. And it's not because of me. I'm in a very good place. I'll be honest. I'm in a very good place. I surround myself with a lot of positive energy. I have no ill will, hard feelings about anything. I don't wake up every day thinking, how can I make this person's life miserable? I don't even think about other people. I think about my goals, what I'm trying to accomplish, and my kids. So I'm in that kind of a place. So it's like, okay, if you need X, Y, and Z, okay, sure, whatever, not a problem. Like, things don't even bother or faze me. However, it has been difficult, I think, because he's so hurt by now seeing that it's really over and done, and he still says,
It's wild how a single night can expose everything a person has been trying so hard to rise above. And for Melody Shari, that night was supposed to be her peaceful moment, a soft celebration surrounded by people who truly cared about her journey. She planned a simple birthday gathering, hoping to create a night filled with warmth, laughter, and genuine love. But what she didn't expect was for the past she's been fighting to escape to step right back into the room with a guest on his arm. Because out of nowhere, Martell Holt arrived. Uninvited. Bold. Calm. And not alone. He walked straight into her celebration with his girlfriend by his side, acting as if nothing about the moment was strange. Guests froze. Conversations stopped mid-sentence.
We got the beautifully candid Melody Shari.
Okay. Martell thinks gets married.
Superstar! Come on, girl!
Ooh, he's liking it.
The music didn't even seem as loud anymore. A hush washed over the room as everyone tried to make sense of what they were seeing. And in the middle of all that shock stood Melody, blindsided, stunned, hurt, but trying to hold on to that grace she has worked so hard to regain. She felt her birthday slip away the moment Martell walked through those doors. And even though she kept a smile that fought to stay in place, everyone close to her could see something inside her drop. But here's the twist: this wasn't just about a man showing up where he wasn't invited.
Keep back trailing to this other woman, because that's embarrassing for a woman. Cheating, it's not right.
No, it's not.
You're not
Period.
supposed to do it, period.
No, you're not.
But it's how they do it. And the thing for me is disrespectful cheating. You keep making a laughingstock out of her. That's a lot to take for a woman, and a woman of her caliber.
This was about boundaries, healing, respect, and a history so heavy that even the smallest action can stir up a storm. And what happened that night reminded everyone of just how deep the wounds between Melody and Martell truly are. Because this wasn't a random appearance. Not at all. This was the latest chapter in a story filled with betrayal, heartbreak, manipulation, and a woman learning to rebuild while the person who once promised to love her refuses to let her peace breathe. And trust me, once you hear what happened next, you'll understand why fans are calling this one of the most disrespectful moments in their entire saga. Melody and Martell's history didn't start with chaos. Years before the cameras and the headlines, they were the couple everyone admired, strong, ambitious, and determined to climb their way to success together.
Slept with multiple people in this marriage, let's be clear.
Stop lying.
It's not a lie.
Damn. Get tired of you lying so much. You victim.
They built dreams side by side, supported each other's goals, and created a family that seemed solid from the outside. For a long time, people thought they were unshakable. A power couple built on vision, drive, and shared plans for the future. But behind the polished image, cracks had already started forming. Subtle at first, then too loud to ignore. Melody began noticing changes: late nights, unexplained absences, a growing distance that didn't match the closeness they once had. She tried to hold the pieces together, hoping communication or counseling would fix what was breaking. But what she didn't know at the time was that Martell had already stepped into a double life. And soon, everything she suspected became impossible to deny. Martell's long-term affair didn't only betray their vows, it shattered the foundation of trust that held their marriage together.
One day people will see the person that you really are. You throw all the damn stones and hide your hands and be the victim. Because when we start going through stuff, I told you what you weren't doing in the marriage.
Okay.
And then you didn't fulfill that. And then I stepped out because you weren't taking care of me.
Okay.
And then somebody started taking care of me, and now I'm like, I like this, what I went to. And then you still disrespecting me. You still not being the person that I want you to be.
And when a child came from that affair, their relationship reached a breaking point that couldn't be repaired. By the time their divorce was finalized, the damage had left permanent marks on both of them. Melody walked away determined to rebuild her life. But Martell didn't make the transition easy. Their post-divorce relationship became a battlefield of arguments, accusations, and emotional wounds that refused to heal. Co-parenting, which should have been focused on love and stability for their children, became another area twisted by frustration and unresolved anger. They clashed publicly, exchanged jabs on social media, and exposed conflicts that made fans wince at how far they had fallen from the loving family they once were. And yet, through it all, Melody still tried to create a peaceful environment for her kids. She worked on herself. She set boundaries. She tried to distance her soul from the chaos. She pushed forward, even when the past tried to pull her back. But what nobody expected was how easily one night could shake everything she fought for. Her birthday gathering was supposed to be a reflection of her growth. A quiet moment where she could finally breathe, surrounded by people who valued her strength and resilience. She decorated the venue with soft colors, planned a night of heartfelt conversations, and made sure the energy remained light and positive. Everyone came ready to celebrate her transformation, the version of Melody who stood up for herself, healed through pain, and kept moving even when life didn't give her a break. But just when the atmosphere reached its warmest point, everything shifted. Without any notice, Martell walked through the doors. No call. No invitation. No conversation beforehand. And standing beside him was his girlfriend, someone Melody had no intention of interacting with on her birthday. The air grew thick instantly. Guests stared, unsure if they should greet him or pretend they didn't see him. Some whispered, others simply watched Melody to see her reaction, and what nobody expected was the way she remained completely still, as if her spirit needed a second to catch up with what her eyes were witnessing. She wasn't angry at first, she was hurt. Deeply hurt. Because after everything they'd been through, this moment felt like another boundary being crossed. Her day, her celebration, her peace suddenly interrupted by a man who has a pattern of ignoring the lines she draws. Martell acted like nothing was out of place. He smiled, offered greetings, and walked around the room as though he belonged there. His girlfriend stayed close, trying to blend into a moment she should never have been part of. And that only added to Melody's discomfort. Because imagine being forced to share a room with someone connected to the very betrayal that broke your family. All while trying to celebrate your own life. The room grew uneasy. People exchanged looks. Nobody wanted to be the first to speak, but everyone knew this moment would explode sooner or later. Melody tried to stay composed. She greeted her guests, took photos, and tried to focus on the celebration. But her eyes followed Martell every time he moved, as if her spirit couldn't relax with him there. Then the tension finally broke. Melody approached him calmly, but her eyes carried the weight of every painful memory between them. She didn't raise her voice. She didn't cause a scene. She simply asked the question everyone else was too afraid to say out loud. Why are you here, Martell? And why would you bring her to my event? Those words cut through the noise like a blade. The entire room fell silent. People held their breath, waiting for Martell's response. He didn't apologize. He didn't acknowledge the discomfort he caused. Instead, he insisted he had every right to be there because they share children. He tried to frame the moment as co-parenting. As though showing up uninvited with his girlfriend was simply part of being a supportive father. Melody listened, but her face showed exactly how she felt. His reasoning made no sense. Everyone knew it. His girlfriend knew it. The guests definitely knew it. Bringing someone she never wanted around her personal space on her birthday was not co-parenting. It was disrespect, wrapped in a calm voice and a poor excuse. The argument grew tense, but quiet enough to keep the room from erupting. Melody made it clear that her issue wasn't his presence as a father, but the blatant disregard for her boundaries. She told him that if he truly valued family, he would respect the lines she drew, not break them whenever he felt like making a statement. Martell didn't take that well. He dismissed her concerns, accused her of overreacting, and acted like she was the one causing a scene. Classic deflection. And everyone in that room saw through it. As the tension thickened, the celebration lost its spark. Guests tried to step in, offering comfort to Melody or attempting to shift the mood. But the damage was already done. Her special night didn't feel like a celebration anymore. It felt like a reminder of the emotional warfare she still faced long after leaving her marriage. For Melody, the emotional impact settled in as the night continued. No matter how much she smiled, her heart carried the weight of another painful reminder: healing doesn't stop people from hurting you. She had worked so hard to break free from the chaos. Yet somehow, the chaos always found a way into her space. She wasn't angry at Martell's girlfriend. She wasn't trying to start conflict. She was simply tired. Tired of having her peace challenged. Tired of being pulled into situations she never asked for. Tired of trying to co-parent with someone who pushes limits just to see if she'll bend. Meanwhile, Martell tried to play innocent. He insisted he had good intentions. But his actions said something entirely different, something fans immediately recognized when the story began spreading. Online, the reactions were explosive. People couldn't believe the level of disrespect. Many praised Melody for holding her composure. They called Martell's behavior controlling, reckless, and unnecessary. Viewers felt like he was trying to make himself seen, even at the cost of ruining her moment. Others questioned why he brought his girlfriend at all, especially knowing the emotional history involved. Some believed it was a power move. Some felt he simply wanted attention. Others said he was trying to show Melody he could access her world whenever he pleased. But here's the part nobody saw coming. This incident didn't just expose lingering tension, it revealed exactly how fragile their co-parenting relationship still is. Because the truth is, you cannot build healthy co-parenting on broken boundaries. And you cannot expect peace when one person uses access as leverage. For Melody, this moment became more than an embarrassment. It became a turning point. A reminder that she still had to protect her space with more strength than ever before. She realized how easily joy can be interrupted when the past refuses to let go. And as she reflected on the night, she knew something had to change. She wants to heal. She wants to grow. She wants to raise her kids in a healthy environment. But moments like this force her to face the painful truth: some people don't respect the peace you try to create because it limits the control they once had. Martell's actions didn't just hurt her emotionally, they reminded her why she walked away in the first place. By the end of the night, guests hugged her, reassured her, and helped her reclaim whatever joy she could. But nobody forgot what happened. And nobody believed this was a simple misunderstanding. It was a reflection of deeper issues, ones that won't disappear without real change. And the question everyone is asking now is simple. Where do they go from here? Because if this birthday party was any sign of what's ahead, their journey is far from peaceful. In fact, it might be entering one of its most challenging chapters yet. The only thing clear is that Melody deserves better. She deserves respect, peace, and nights that don't end with emotional bruises. She deserves celebrations that don't turn into battlegrounds. And until boundaries are honored, moments like this may keep returning, testing her patience, her strength, and her healing. But no matter what Martell does, one thing remains true. Melody always finds a way to rise. She has survived heartbreak, betrayal, public humiliation, and the painful process of rebuilding her life from the ground up. She has faced criticism, attacks, and emotional wounds that would have broken many other people. And yet, she continues to stand stronger, wiser, and more determined than ever to protect the woman she is becoming. This birthday may not have gone the way she imagined, but it taught her something powerful: peace must be guarded. And sometimes, the people who once had the closest access are the ones who must be kept at a distance. Fans will continue watching, because this saga is far from over. But one thing is for sure. This moment will be remembered as the night Melody's strength outshined the chaos that tried to dim her light.